Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 24th of February. Wow. First off guys, welcome anybody new to my channel. We have built a little community here of like-minded people. We let each other know what's happening in our countries because we come from all different parts of the world here. So, you know, it's nice to share comments down below, and please go check out some of the comments because you'll learn a lot of what's actually going on, because you're probably not going to get it on your mainstream media. Cheers, everybody. I've got my coffee. And don't forget, guys, hit the like buttons. And like I said, please comment. Takes me a day or two to get back to you because we are on different sides of the world. And like I say, I like to sit and actually read your comments. It's very interesting to get your perspectives and your take on things as well. Now, first off, guys, I am on Rumble now. I know a lot of you were wanting me to jump over there. I have jumped on. I'm trying to do a couple of videos a week over there. I still do my daily readings on YouTube. I'm staying on here as long as I can, but that is my backup plan. So all you have to do is just load the Rumble app. It's very simple, and just go look for me. My name is Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic, all one word, no capitals, all smalls. It's very simple. Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic, no gaps, and all smalls. So you should find me. I should pop up. Okay, so please jump over there and check those videos. I'm actually doing a little different over there. I'm just doing straight predictions of anything that just comes through. I just am doing like general predictions. Okay, now a little bit of admin. I haven't got much this morning, guys. Remember Optus had that big outage recently. I was telling you about the phone outage where people couldn't even open their phones. They couldn't ring 000. They couldn't use their cards on their phones. And so many businesses lost like tons of money. Well, apparently Optus has too. $61.2 million it's cost Optus for that outage because heaps of people jumped ship apparently, and they've lost tons of money, which is actually, you know, fair enough, because a lot of businesses and that lost a lot of money as well. You know, people are paying for a service and they felt like they were duped, I guess, which there's going to be more and more of this moving forward, as we know. So people did up and leave and they went to Telstra, which is good, because that's showing that people aren't going to tolerate being treated like garbage. They couldn't even ring 000. So if you had an emergency, you couldn't even ring 000. Businesses probably had to shut their doors because unless they could take cash, the old cash. The other thing, this morning on TV, they had a guy on here in Australia on the Today Show talking about AI. He was on there selling AI, like he was, you know, saying it's not that bad. It's not going to take jobs. No. Oh, no. What are you all worried about? AI is not going to take jobs just yet, he put on the end of the sentence. Just yet. Oh. He said people need to be looking at it as a personal assistant. Oh, stop it. AI, it's just going to be bad. We all know it is. But he said the saddest part about this whole AI, you know, coming out, we know it's happening very rapidly. He said it's the misinformation that's out there. Oh, yes, the old misinformation props up again. It's a big issue because people are like, you know, saying things negative about it and all that, and it's really not like that. As if we know it's taking over the world. So the misinformation again, so I'm guessing they'll probably have to bring out more bills and laws about misinformation, won't they? We know Trudeau's very good at doing that, like we were talking about in that video yesterday when Pierre Poilievre or whatever his name is was talking about how hate speech and misinformation, disinformation to Trudeau is anything that's against his narrative and his agenda. Oh man, it's too mad. All right guys, let's get straight into the reading and we'll see what comes up. Oh, they're giving me this. I'm just getting the Pied Piper energy. You know how yesterday we got we're getting the flute and the pipes, but now I'm getting these leaders really want this to turn into like the Pied Piper event. I know it's about the children and all that, the original story, but this is just an analogy where they're playing the flute with this hypnotic, we could say hypnotic music to lead their people. So it's like all these global leaders are like the Pied Piper now. They're really trying to, well, it's a trick and a trap, trick the people into following their agenda. And we know this is, an example would be the renewable energy thing. You know, renewable energy has to happen. We're going to set dates because it's going to save the world, because we've got climate change, we've got global boiling, or not just global warming, it's global boiling. So I'm getting this image of all of them. You know, we've got Elbow on the pipe, Chris Luxon, Macron, Sushi. Oh, Biden's probably got his little Pied Piper flute out. They're trying to really, well, Trudeau would, but he'd be, see, they're showing me Trudeau on his little pipe, but he's like, he's trying so hard that it's not making a lovely tune. It's like all, like that's Trudeau. He's forcing it. Trudeau's forcing people to follow his narrative. We know that's the truth. So I'm getting this Pied Piper energy. You know, it's like Kay Schwab said at the WEF recently, you know, we've got to regain that trust. So they want people to follow along of their own choice. They want people to just follow along with the lovely narrative. But it's not really going to plan still, is it? It's going to be interesting, actually, guys, to see how this year goes. Because as we keep talking about, it is a damn confusing year thus far. Clown Show 2.0 is very complicated. It's almost like everything's in reverse. It's showing me like a deconstructed apple pie. You know when you use that word deconstructed, where it's all just a squish? I don't actually even know what really a deconstructed apple pie is, but I'm guessing it's an apple pie that's just a big mess. That's how I'm seeing it, and then you reconstruct it. But this is what I'm getting. Their red carpet rollout is now like a deconstructed rollout. That's what I'm getting. That's why it's so complicated and it's very hard to work out, because they're trying to regain the trust of the people. All through trickery. We know that it is. It's the big smoke and mirrors illusionist show. Like, what the theory is if people don't, well, little people, peasants and Lego people, if they don't see what it is, then they're not going to know, and they're not going to be any of the wiser. And we can just feed them the positive stuff from it, and then they'll just come along willingly, and we can just be the Pied Pipers. That's what I'm getting. They wish. I'm not seeing any BS detectors following along as they're playing their flute. I'm seeing us heading like the opposite direction yet again, which is what we tend to do a lot, isn't it, guys? Oh, is that the flute or the pipes I can hear? Oh, I'm going this way. Like a bat out of hell. I'm getting that song by Meatloaf. Like a bat out of hell, and we're running. That's what the BS detectives are doing. We're running like a bat out of hell the opposite direction this year. Oh, just the usual of us to do that, isn't it, guys? All right. And we're gone, gone, gone. That's the music in that song, isn't it? Oh, God. How did the gods think of this music, honestly? All right, let's keep going. Oh, I'm getting that these global elites, and like particularly, well, they're saying Kay Schwab and company sitting up in their big towers. They're living in fantasy land. And I think we could all agree the ones living in fantasy land would have to be I'll have to spell it, WHO, the health professionals that are kind of trying to get their little treaty going. So every country signs up to the health dictatorship plan. So I'm getting that. They're all up in their towers. Well, this is just what I'm getting. I'm just getting this visual that they're all up in their towers looking down. Well, you know how they look down on all of us little peasants. They're looking down on all of us and still wondering why we're just not going along and why we're all not complying to their wonderful ideas. See, I don't think it's going to go so well still. Even with their deconstruction of the reset rollout, I still don't see it going so well, because as we know on this channel, and we talk about it constantly, people are waking up. People are doing their research. They're starting to solve their crime investigation board that I talk about all the time, where they're starting to piece who's connected to who and how this connects to that. We know we've got the mysterious, yes, very scary, X virus that it sounds like it's hovering right on the horizon over there, doesn't it, guys? Ready to raise its ugly head any minute. I honestly, I reckon it would be funny just to watch them bring that out and just see what people do. We know there'll be people that will go straight back into fear, i.e. my mother, who wouldn't have me in her house for like, 3 or 4 years because of the scary virus. And I was unjabbed, you know, and a lot of you have experienced this as well. Plus lost all my friends as well, which a lot of you went through too. So I'm getting this. It'd be really interesting to see what the reactions are. Or if more people just go, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not being forced to take that. There's still nurses here in Queensland who are losing their jobs, guys, because they haven't had the 2 jabs. And the mandates are still in Queensland. They pretend they're not, but there's people still speaking out against that. If you haven't got 2 jabs, you can't get a nursing job pretty much in Queensland. Go figure. Oh, what a laugh all these years later after every single person on the planet has had it. Anyway, I think it'd be really interesting if that comes out, just to see what the reactions are. I mean, we know there's still going to be a few in the mass psychosis, but I tell you what, a hell of a lot have woken up. You know, it destroyed people's marriages, it destroyed lives, it destroyed businesses, it destroyed relationships. We all know that here from first-hand experience. And not only that, but some of the mandates and things that destroyed people's lives with the jab injuries and all this kind of thing. You know, we know how it goes. Oh, I heard of another guy yesterday. I just have to share this with you guys. Really healthy guy, plays football. God, he's probably 40, not even that. Actually, I don't think he'd even be that. He'd probably be in his mid-30s. He's got a massive blood disorder, like really bad. He was in at work telling my hubby all about it, and he said he's been sick as a dog. He's looked grey, like they can't get to the bottom of it. They're going to have to give him transfusions, all this stuff. He's got this blood disorder. Yeah. I mean, you don't even have to ask him if they had the picky wheel, do you? You just know it. Honestly, it's just mad. And my other girlfriend went to a funeral yesterday for some guy in his 40s. Like, what the hell? I don't even know what's going on in this world. How are people not seeing all this, guys? Anyway, we'll just keep on keeping on. Hey, guys. So, and observing everything from afar. So that's what I'm getting. All right, let's keep going. Oh, it's just a mad, mad world. And of course, I'm getting that song, Mad World. Mad World. It's a very, very mad world. Some of these old songs that were written years ago, you'd swear they were written for what the current event is, wouldn't you, sometimes? That's like that song, Sasaki. You were saying it again, you mentioned it again the other day, in the year 2525. Go check that song out. We talked about that song a long, long time ago, guys. It's an oldie, but I tell you what, they nailed a lot. Go listen to it. In the year 2525. Go listen to it. Unbelievable. All right, let's keep going, guys. Oh. Oh, I'm getting America. I'm getting there's a lot of fractures sort of forming in the states, literally. Do you call them states over there? Different states, like, you know, Florida, different areas, Texas, California, Chicago. You know, we get all these, I don't know if they call them states, New York. Some are probably cities and towns, but I'm getting these fractures. There's a lot of fractures. The voting's going to be very interesting over there. Because as we know here, it depends what you're getting fed on your feeds. Well, they're very clever in America at controlling their narrative. We know that from the last election. So I'm feeling a lot of fractures. You know, this area will really be big for Trump. He has a huge win there. But then Biden has a huge win over here. But then this area has a big win over here. So I do feel there's a lot of fractures. It's not a simple thing like across the board. because it depends, like I said, what you're being fed, what ads you're getting on your mainstream media TV, what age the population is. You know, probably the elder population might have a different sort of feeling about the votes than, for example, some newer states where there's young families that are, you know, more into the, well, just it's a different world now, I guess, we're living in. If you think of the young ones coming up, they've got all this LGBTQ, trying to find their identity. Life is very different. They see life very differently. They embrace maybe the provision goggles or the AI coming in. They're not worried about job loss and all this sort of thing. Oh, God knows, I don't know why they wouldn't be, but these are just examples. And so there's a lot of fractures across, well, and not only that, you've also got the immigrants that are playing a very large role. Do they get to vote? I wonder if they get to vote. They probably do, because they've, you know, ticked the box. You've arrived in America. Welcome. They probably do get to vote. Be interesting. We need to find that out, guys, because that's a shitload of votes. So I feel like there's a lot of fractures forming in America. It's not just one person, like it's not just the Trump show and it's not just the Biden show, but there's fractures forming. There's lots of splits in the states, and literally in the states, everyone's voting. Well, at the moment, everyone's, well, I'm guessing that everyone's getting fed different information. That's basically what it comes down to. It's like I said to you the other day, on my feeds, I get all the gaffes of Biden, I get all the hair sniffing, we get him looking at the curtain on the stage or whatever and tripping down the stairs. But my sister says she doesn't see that. She sees him when he's making really good speeches, which, as we say, is possibly the doppelganger, or the mask-wearing one, like out of Mission Impossible. But she doesn't see that side, and she lives in a different state here. She lives in Queensland. So that's just in Australia. So imagine what's going on in America. You know, perhaps where they want the majority votes, they want Biden's feed sort of fed to people in a really positive way. And then, you know, they'll probably get lots of the stuff about the January 6th riots and all that and how terrible it was. So then that's going to turn people off Donald Trump. Just an example. So there's a lot of fracturing at the moment. People are still very torn in America. You know, it's almost like, you know, your gut's telling you not to vote Biden, but then the mind comes in where it gets tricked by the illusions of the ads and what's fed on your feed and what people are saying, and this is what's happening. So there's a lot of confusion still in America. Oh, fingers, guys. Oh, I've done my American read too, guys. I've done America, Canada, New Zealand, UK. Oh, I don't think I've done Australia yet, have I? Oh, I wonder why. What's the point? We're going down the toilet. There's the Australian reading. So I'll have to do a couple more countries. I haven't forgotten, guys. Oh, my God. It's just that I got so sick and it sort of delayed me a little bit with a few different countries. So sorry about that, guys. Okay, let's keep going. So that's what I'm getting for America. Whew, it's not, things aren't cut and dry yet. We'll have to keep going with that one because everything's like a big schmozzle over in America at the moment. I think we could all agree with that. All right, let's keep going. Oh, yeah, I'm getting the hunters are hunting. It's showing me hunters hunting. You know how they sneak around in the forest and that, but it's not the hunters. It's the AI, misinformation, disinformation. They're hunting and shooting anything down that isn't in the narrative. This is in America, but it's also global. We know misinformation, disinformation is a big deal. It's something they're going to really focus on this year. And like I said just before, the AI would be the perfect thing. You know, we don't want people speaking out against AI, do we? So I'm guessing, you know, once upon a time, as most of us here know, misinformation, disinformation was if you were speaking out against their narrative to do with the picky wheel. But now it's going to be about anything. If you're speaking out against, well, and you couldn't even speak out against your government, could you? But there's going to be so many things now shut down. The one narrative is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, which is the agenda and the reset rollout narrative that they're trying to push in people's faces. Everything else is going to be squashed. You know, even stuff about having a cashless society, you know, there's going to be things pop up about if you say something about the tracking and tracing. This could happen in the UK too. I'm getting UK. You're going to have that squashed or say this is misinformation. We are not doing that. They're just going to do what they did before with the jab wheel. And then it all comes to fruition and all comes true. Like I said, we've had no apologies, have we, guys, for all the misinformation things that popped up on our Facebook pages, like this content is misinformation and they blocked everything. Well, it's going to be about much more than the picky wheel now, guys. I think we know that's coming. So frustrating. It's so weird when I'm on Rumble because I don't have to screen everything. I'm just not used to it. So give it time, guys, because I'm still in YouTube mode where everything's censored. All right. Let's see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards, guys. Oh, we're back in London. We haven't had this for a while, guys. Remember when we used to get visuals of London Bridge and we used to get London Bridges collapsing or when the Queen died? I know that's significant to the Queen. But on this channel, it just has different references to the bridge in London. I am getting there's a collapsing of the bridge in London. The bridge in London is looking a bit saggy at the moment, which is the representing the royal Kardashians. There's a little bit of sagging in the royal Kardashian bridge. People are questioning a lot around the royal Kardashians. Everything just seems to be happening at the same time. You know, we've got Chucky's got his prostate, and then he's got cancer, and then we've got Kate's had some mysterious thing. Now we've got William hovering in the background like he's going to start stepping up to the role for Chucky. Then we've got Harry making a comeback. So there's this sagging of the bridge. There's a bit too much going on with the royal Kardashians in people's faces. And people are really wanting the real issues addressed in the UK. That's why I still see that you guys might stand up, because people are sick of hearing about how tough the royal Kardashians have got it. Basically, that's probably it. Because people can't afford to live, they can't afford food, they can't afford the accommodation, they can't find rental properties. Things are really getting dire. Fuel costs are through the roof, they can't heat their houses. There's a lot going on in the UK, and I feel like people have had pretty much a gutful of the royals whinging. And maybe that's why the bridge is all sagging. It's representing just the whinging of the royal family. And people aren't wanting to prop them up anymore. See, I'm not seeing a lot of people going out and buying a magazine with all the royals all over it. Like, have you seen the price of magazines lately? Holy crap. So that's an example. But I feel like people aren't supporting, aren't supporting what was once very well respected. I feel like people are losing respect for the royals. I think that's been happening for a while now. Because, like I say, Harry and his privacy tour, you know, whatever happened there, and he's been in their faces more than ever. Don't know, guys, but I'm just seeing the sagging bridge. People are just, they're a little over it, to be honest. They're over it in the UK. We get it fed here to us all the time too. It's a daily occurrence. There'll be something about the royals daily on the news feeds here. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? So I do feel that the sagging bridge, the London Bridge, is not literally. This is just to do with the royal Kardashians. People are tired of it. They're sick of it. They're sick of hearing about them. I mean, the fact is, they make out. But see, this is where it's annoying, because they make out, because Chucky went and got his prostate checked and he's got cancer. He's helping everybody else to go and get their prostate checked, and he's helping people to get through cancer, like all this garbage. That's not true. That is not true. He's not a big hero, but he's being put on a pedestal that he's the one that made people go and get their prostate checked. Like, what the actual? Like, I don't think so. So this is what people are getting sick of. They're getting sick of the royal Kardashians being put on the royal stage, well, we know what it's all about. It's about keeping the royals important. And people are getting sick of it. They're getting sick of it. They're just people. People are seeing them as just people now. And see, they're being humanized like they are humans. Very wealthy humans, aren't they? That live a very opulent life. Unlike all the peasants that are in the UK. Oh, it's frustrating, isn't it, guys? So I am getting that. The London Bridge is sagging at the moment. People haven't got time to be, pouring lots of energy into the Royal Kardashians. People are trying to survive, basically. It's just so sad what's going on, isn't it? And they just shove it in our faces, don't they, guys? All right. Oh, how about we just pull some cards, guys? The Royals have just fried my brain. Let's pull an Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Oh. Oh, I need my... Oh, my gosh, we get this card a lot, guys. We get this card so often. Mountain Goddess. High vibration, mindfulness, power of the mind. Look at her on the mountain. We get that all the time, that mountain energy. It's a spiritual awakening. The mountain is a symbol of spiritual growth and awakening. And always, making sure you're looking at things from a high vantage point. Mountain energy. That's what I'm getting for that one. Keeping your high vibrational frequency, guys, is what they're saying. Foxfire. Haven't had one of these for a while. Let's see what we get. Bringer of change. Oh, this is us. Look at all the butterflies emerging from their cocoons. And he's got the butterfly wings. And he's got his little lantern. It's a beautiful card, isn't it? That's us. Bringer of change. And I think what the guides are saying, you lead by example. We had our awakening a long time ago, guys, pretty much when this all first began. And we lead by example. We're off doing our own thing, being independent thinkers. And we do lead by example. And other people are following and starting to wake up into who they really are and their strength and energy and power. So that's what I'm getting for that. We're bringers of change, which I think we are bringers of change. And always with humility, not from ego. Let's pull an affirmation card. I hope you guys are going well with your aches, pains, and ailments. I know some of you have good and bad days. You let me know in your comments. But I am doing a lot better. My acupuncture has really been helping a lot. And my knees are improving, so I've started doing a bit of walking. Gets a little bit sore my knee now and again, but, that's part of getting older too, isn't it, guys? So I hope you're all going well. Just keep doing whatever you can to heal, guys. You will know you made the right decision. You feel the stress leaving your body, your mind, and your life. Oh, that's interesting. And that's probably a lot to do with the backpacker burdens, dropping all the hurts, pains, things we've gone through, people's emotions we picked up along the way as well. I often say to you guys, you'll know you've made the right decision. And I think that's staying in your truth and integrity too. You feel stress leave your body and your mind and your life because you're staying in your truth and your own power. Oh, that's true. Just keep letting go. You got to find ways to let go, even if it's ways of healing and helping your physical body as well. It's not just about your mind and your spiritual abilities. It's also about your physical body, because we know here on this channel the mind and body are closely linked. And if anyone reads that book by Louise L. Hay, You Can Heal Your Life, she's got some great pointers in there about the different body parts. All right, let's see if there's anything else to finish off with today. Oh, I'm getting that song. Is it, I don't know who sings it. Is it Debbie Boone or someone? You Light Up My Life. We've had it a few times. You light up my life. You give me hope to carry on. You light up my day. It's all about the light, the frequency. Just keep lighting yourself up too is what I'm getting. That's the healthiest thing to do because it's vibration. It radiates out. It's like anything. It's like when someone's in a bad mood, it affects you. Like the other day when I had my acupuncture, as an example, I reckon the woman was in a bad mood, and my hubby did too. She was really aggressive when she put the needles in and it hurt like hell. And I reckon it was her mood. I didn't take it on board because it wasn't my stuff. And once the needles were in, I was fine. But even my hubby said, oh, she was wound up today. There was something wrong with her because every needle hurt. And I was like, So that's just an example how it does come through in your energy, doesn't it? So make sure you keep lighting yourself up. And also when you think about light up my life, it's about lightening your load too, not carrying stuff. Making sure you, what's the word? Protect yourself and keep things away. Don't absorb and take things on board that aren't yours to do that. We've learned to do that. That's what the awakening is as well. All right, hang on. Oh, they're giving me that song of Grease that Olivia Newton-John sings. Your smile is not the first heartbroken. Your smile is not... Oh, hopelessly devoted to you. And I think that's about being devoted to ourselves. Hopelessly devoted to yourself is what I'm getting with that song. It's actually a really beautiful song. Oh, I miss Olivia Newton-John. She had such an incredible voice, didn't she? She was a beautiful woman. I'm getting that song, Hopelessly Devoted to You, off Grease. God, we get weird music. We do. Oh, they're giving me that song again. We've had it so many times. I don't know who sings it. I can't tell who sings it. It's that Knights in White Satin. See, we often get we're the Knights of the Round Table here as an analogy because we all sit around and discuss things and we're all sort of equals. And that's why I get that Knights of the Round Table. But I'm getting that Knights in White Satin. Knights in White Satin, never meaning to send letters I've written. Oh, I love that song. I've always loved that song. And I love you. But I'm getting that Knights in White Satin meaning. I don't really know the meaning of that song, but I'm still getting that Knights energy. But if you think of white and everything and that glowing light around, it's an awakened soul. That's the image I'm getting for that song. Play that song again today. It's a beautiful song. I think it's from the 60s or something, isn't it? I do love it. I'm getting that song again today. Hang on, let's see if there's anything else. I'm getting that Madonna song. If I live to tell the secrets I knew well would burn, they will burn inside of me. If I Live to Tell, I think it's called. We've had that a few times. But it's about, we don't even need to tell the story now because other people are figuring the whole story out now about the truth of what's been going on for the last 4 years that they've been getting lied to. So I'm getting that Madonna song. That's a beautiful song too. I really do like that song. She had a wonderful voice, Madonna. I wish she'd just gone on to be her natural self instead of a plastic Barbie doll. All right, hang on a minute. See, there's one more thing. Oh, I'm getting John Denver. I'm going to leave you with this song today, I Calypso. I Calypso, I sing with your spirit, sing in the morning and travel so far. La-di-da-hee, adio, hee. I don't know what that song's about, but I'm guessing it's about someone who's become a very independent person. I Calypso, I sing with high spirits. Let's go listen to the words of that song by John Denver. I love his voice. It's absolutely incredible. Let's listen to that song today, I Calypso. Might be a message in there for us today, guys. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. It's sunny here. I'm going to get out and finish painting the house. Always something to do. Take care. like buttons, comment, and please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you here, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Don't forget, go look for me on Rumble. Bye, everyone. Bye.